Today we're going to talk about headlights that either become kind of foggy or deteriorated or discolored. Welcome to Mercie J Auto Care, where compassion and craftsmanship come together. I'm Rick Smith, certified master technician. Now, when a plastic lens is new, it has a UV protectant coating on it. And over time, that coating goes away. You know, we have sun shining on it, we have different weather conditions, we wash the car, and also we get road debris as we drive that kind of pits and makes the surface of the light kind of rough. Now, there's typically three ways we can try to get these lights to shine brightly again. Number one is we can sand it and then we spray a clear coat over the top of it. Number two, we sand it and polish it. And number three, we can just kind of hand rub it out with a product like this, which is called a headlight lens restore. So we just do that by hand and clean it up that way. Now, the sanding and painting is actually the way that lasts the longest. It puts a little bit of a UV protectant on it. The disadvantage to it is that when it goes bad, then the headlight's pretty much ruined because it's very, very difficult to get that back off. The sanding and polishing method makes the light look pretty good. But a lot of times we don't have a UV protectant again, so it doesn't necessarily last a super long time. And then the hand way cleans it up a little bit, but the results aren't really quite as nice. So, for me as a shop owner, headlight restoration has become very frustrating because I see mixed results. Some of the problems that we have are we can get this lens nice and shiny, but the reflective material inside can be deteriorated. Other times, one headlight will come out nice, the other one's a little disappointing. And then it also can vary dramatically from car to car depending on what type of plastic the manufacturer uses. So my goal was to try to come up with something that was cost effective and give decent results for my clients. So what we did was we put together a procedure where we can fairly quickly polish these. The price is about a third of a restoration. It's really about the price of, say, 2 car washes. So it's not going to come out as perfect as if we spent a ton of time on it, but it's going to come out pretty nice. And then it's affordable enough that we can say do it once a year. So here's how it's going to go. First of all, we're going to take 1,000 grit wet sanding paper. And I'm going to sand that real quick. We're going to pause the video and then you can see it after that. Okay, now I've sanded it with 1,000 grit paper. Probably doesn't look much different right now, but it's quite a bit smoother and it's very clean. And by the way, I didn't show you on this car, but this headlight was replaced. And so, in the end, we'll see how close we come to that. Now, I'm going to use a drill. And these are some inexpensive sanding attachments or polishing attachments you can get from just about anywhere for a drill. I actually got a little bit higher quality buffing pad, and I cut it down smaller. It was a big professional type one. I'm going to use a product here called Ultra Cut Compound by McGuire. So it's a fast cutting item. I'll go ahead and run a couple passes on it and then we'll pause the video, and then when that's done we'll show you where we're at. So I put a little bit on here, I dab it on, and I just start polishing. Okay, so I polished for about 5 minutes, so not a really long time. The longer you go, the better the results. So I'm just going to rinse that off real quick. And you can see the results that we got and compare it to the other side. It's not quite as bright, but the results are pretty good. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a UV protectant on it. This is a product similar to Armor All. It's called Aerospace 303. It's one of my favorites. And so if you actually keep this, about once a month or something, spray it on there, it'll last a long time as well. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to you. And if you'd like us to do this service for you, we're happy to do it. So thanks for watching. And until next time, safe travels to you and blessings.